Hello and welcome to my Yu-Gi-Oh channel. Today we're looking at some new cards coming out of Burst of Destiny. These are supporting the Destiny Hero archetype. The first card is Destiny Hero Destroy Pheonix Enforcer. This is a level 8 Dark Attribute Warrior type fusion effect monster with 2500 attack and 2100 defense. The materials are one level 6 or higher hero monster and one Destiny Hero monster. You can only use this card's name's second and third effects each once per turn. 1. Monsters your opponent controls lose 200 attack for each hero card in your graveyard. 2. As a quick effect, you can destroy one card you control and one card on the field. And 3. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can activate this effect. Special summon one Destiny Hero monster from your graveyard during your next standby phase. I think based on this card's appearance, it's meant to fuse the two types of heroes that Aster used within Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Season 2. I mean, he did originally use his elemental heroes against Jaden in a mirror match, but then he also revealed his Destiny heroes. So the idea is to fuse the two together. That's why it says level 6 or higher hero monster, because if you consider that he was using Pheonix Enforcer and Shining Pheonix Enforcer, which were the alternatives to Flame Wingman and Shining Flare Wingman. The card's name as well, being Pheonix Enforcer, is very much trying to tie that in with a Destiny Hero card as well, as this was originally his signature card before he got things such as Destiny Hero Dogma, or as his newest signature card being Destiny Hero Plasma. The first effect shuts down your opponent's attack points 200 times the number of heroes you've got in your graveyard. Bear in mind this is any and all of your heroes, so this is elemental heroes, destiny heroes, vision heroes, masked heroes, and evil heroes. So if you're happening to run any mixture of these cards, and it's for each hero card, it doesn't have to be of a different name. So even if you're just running a pure build Destiny Hero deck, that's fine, because it doesn't matter how many of Doom Lords you have in your graveyard, it would still lose that many attack points times the number of those cards you've got, which is a lot more beneficial than a lot of cards which have restrictions to them. Secondary ability being a quick effect means you can destroy one card to destroy one card on the field. And it can be any card. It can be yours or it can be your opponent's. It can be a spell, a trap, or a monster card, and since it can be activated during yours and your opponent's turn, it very much works on card economy. If you've got more cards and your opponent has less, then actually getting rid of some of your cards just to rip away some of your opponent's cards might put them in a position where they can have to rely on a top deck to get a key card. If they can't, then they'll lose then and there. The third effect, which I also think is quite decent because it happens if it's destroyed by battle or by card effect, lets you just special summon a Destiny Hero monster from the graveyard during the next standby phase. This is a bit like Destiny Hero Fearmonger. It has pretty much the same carbon copy effect because that monster X ends up being summoned during the next standby phase, and it's consistent with what the deck wants to be doing in recovering its resources and then maybe going into further fusions or potentially into mass change shenanigans. Destiny Hero Denier is a level 3 Dark Attribute Warrior type effect monster. It's got 1100 attack and 600 defense. You can only use this card's name's first effect once per turn. You can only use this card's name's second effect once per duel. 1. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can place one of your Destiny Hero monsters that is banished in your deck or in your graveyard on the top of the deck. And 2. If you have a Destiny Hero monster other than Destiny Hero Denial guy on your field or in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. The purpose of this card is it's meant to help revive your Destiny Hero Malicious. That's a level 6 monster that, if it happens to be in the graveyard, you can banish it to then special summon another of itself from the deck to the field. That's the basis of it, because most of the Destiny heroes don't really get banished. It's mostly malicious through its own effect, and by resetting them, you're then being able to use those cards again for potentially a tribute summon or for a fusion summon into one of your fusion monsters. The secondary effect just lets you revive this card from the graveyard. Also, it's usable considering that you do have a couple of Destiny Hero fusion monsters that can be quite generic, so this can be used, especially since it doesn't really have any strength to it outside of its effect to reoccur. I know why it's a once per duel effect, otherwise people would be abusing so many ways of trying to revive this card. It would just be too much. And the final card is Break the Destiny. This is a normal trap card with the effect. You can only use one of this card's name's first and second effects once per turn, and only once that turn. 1. Target 1 Destiny End Dragoon, or 1 level 8 or higher Destiny hero monster you control. Destroy it, and if you do, skip your opponent's next main phase 1. 2. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Add 1 spell or trap card that specifically lists Destiny End Dragoon, or 1 Destiny hero monster's card's name in its text from your deck to your hand, except Break the Destiny. The main reason for this card and the purpose of the first effect is to stop your opponent from doing anything during their main phase 1. With Destiny End Dragoon, when it's destroyed, it can actually revive itself during your next standby phase by banishing something that's Destiny hero from your graveyard. So as long as you've got cards in your graveyard to fuel this effect, it's not a problem. Yes, you could potentially lose one of your level 8 or higher Destiny monsters, so Plasma, Dogma are just 2 examples. You've got the fusion monsters as well, which are also a bit of a risk, but it does stop your opponent from essentially normal summoning, at least before their battle phase, preventing them from doing much. I remember with Aster Pheonix, he was very much to do with Destiny and how Destiny is out of people's control. It's something you have no control over. There's nothing you can actually do about it. And he was very much using that within his first duel to stop Jaden from doing anything. He very much used his Destiny hero Doomlord to be able to banish Jaden's Shining Flare Wingman and stop him from accessing its abilities or its attack points to defeat Aster. And very much the same with his Clock Tower Prison spell, which was the field spell which, after 4 counters were put on it, meant that he would take no further battle damage. It was all about controlling the duel. As for the secondary effect, it simply adds one of your spell or trap cards that lists any Destiny hero monster as part of its name. That's a decent ability because it's a graveyard effect once you've used its initial effect. Of course, it can't be used in the same turn you've used the first effect, but it's fine because this just adds to your consistency and you might need specific cards during certain times. What do you guys think of these cards and which one is your favourite? For me personally, I do like Break the Destiny. I think it's a decent card, but actually I would say that Phoenix Enforcer is the best of them just because it's a brand new shiny fusion monster for them to be able to abuse. And I like the connection between the original elemental hero Phoenix Enforcer and actually making it a Destiny hero monster as well. Whatever you guys think, leave your comments down below, like the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe for more daily Yu-Gi-Oh content.